Jeremiah 23 in Hoods. God bless y'all out there, man. We are going live. Live is live. Hey, man, we just want to kick some game about socials, dealing with sales. Sales techniques just helps us with our socials so that we will be able to communicate with people on a level where, we can rock somebody in 90 minutes. Bam, you don't hit a lick. In other words, you impacted somebody's life, influenced them to a better idea or something that's going to make them better and make them feel more satisfied, since we got so many miserable people in the world. So we want to be able to have impact. 2021, that's what we're going with. So look, man, when we talk to people, we honestly gotta say this one thing. How can we impact their life if we know nothing about their life? If we don't know nothing about their lives, how are we going to impact them? Wow. We know nothing. I mean, we talk so much that they just looked at us like, man, dude, can you just be quiet? Something like that. I got something to say. But no one wants to be rude from like that. Everybody wants to be like that. So here is like the mountain, right? If you deep, you up here. But this is the river, it's flowing. Let them be out front, man. That's called backdoor. The art of that is to make sure you stay your true self and your flow, but you are respecting the human being in front of you on a critique, as far as making sure you're critiquing constantly your projection of the big ego, I gotta be first. The bottom line is people want to feel equal. So you want to be able to ask questions. And if you can get people to talk and you listen and ask questions like, how do you mean? What do you mean by that? Or, yeah, tell me more. Or, why is that? Those are third level questioning. And third level listening is repeating back to the person what they were talking about, such as sports or whatever. If it was the Broncos, then you repeat back what they said to them and what was important to them about in detail, if you want to get good at it, and what parts were satisfying to you, so that your vibe would be a genuine interest. Because it'll connect right there. And once that happened, you got ether dropping. Two satisfied people on a subject that means something to both, and they can feel what's really important. It ain't like I'm just listening going, So that's one way. You could just come in like that. Plus, what you find in a discovery, what we call, in a discovery, you find that people lives, and they'll tell you if they feel they can trust you, if you gain the trust, which is the first step. That is a hello. You hit them up. When you hit them, You're like, what's cracking or whatever you do, how you doing? How are you? Come on, man. You got to be set if you're going to approach people and influence them. You got to be in your true spirit. You got to be moving on the fire of God. You got to be flamed up. You got to be ready. You want to be able to participate on a level that will shake nations, shake who's in front of you. I had to take tours at Hilton Grand Vacation way back in the day, and we had to meet people around the world, and people bought because they like you. People don't buy if they don't like you. You missed them at hello. You had no vibe, no energy, no uplift. You didn't know how to understand how the brain works. It works like when you first meet a person, they're in their reptilian side of the brain. I don't know you, right? So you don't want to do that. You want to hit them with energy. The connection will be, you'll feel the vibe. Usually the favor will fall because people will acknowledge you through body language. That's a big percentage of communication. You're only talking 39% tone, 7% words. So body language, 58, that's really cracking, But there'll be something there, and then bam, bam, bam. Don't miss them at hello. You have to be on deck when you walk out that door. You should be speaking to people all the time, like a collective tree flowing into a forest, giving back, life, giving force. You are ready to engage. And then when you talk to a person and you don't miss them at hello, and you do a discovery, that is to say, you got them to talking by finding out what's important to them, tying their needs, wants, and desires to whatever the ideology is or whatever you're trying to do, you have to tie it to them, needs, wants, and desires. Your product or whatever it is, bam, right there. If you don't know their needs, wants, and desires, you got nothing coming, nothing. They ain't gonna want to talk with you, man. They can smell you. You smell salesy. You smell like, wow, man, I wish I didn't have to sit here with you 90 minutes. They'll smell you, man, because they understand that all people do is call them all day long about their money. Bottom line. Now, I'm more like just talking sales talk. I don't know why I'm on this subject, but I'm going to kick a little game for you. Acknowledging a person that is in the reptilian side of their brain and that they're shut down is the first step. Then to put them in the midbrain, it has to be something satisfying in a conversation that both agree on, that you can feel the genuine interest in the subject. Connect. And then third, the information that they tell you to repeat back to them is called an information confirmation. And the more you repeat back to them, the more they know that you're listening. And the more they're listening, and you ask the questions like, how do you mean? Why is that? And blah, blah, blah. They keep talking, telling you all the objections and everything that you need to hold as bullets, right? To tie in whatever the subject that an ideology you want to tie in, you would know how to sell them because they keep telling you how by them keep talking and you're not running your mouth. You get them to talk and tell you about their life. So it's all about who? Them. Not you, not your suit, not your tie, not how professional you are. They don't care about that. All they just want to know is, brother, can you feel my vibe? What's important to me? You understand that? And when we have this attitude of, how can you go worldwide west side? How can you influence people for God and be running from people and don't have any socials? Read Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, I suggest. And How to Bring the Best Out of the Worst of People. YouTube it. It'll pop up. Make yourself be of excellence like Joseph, like Daniel, like Nehemiah, like Daniel, like anyone that governed, Ruth, Esther. Be the best. Ezra. Come on, describe. Come on, man. Be the best. If you're going to be that, be that. All I'm saying is, if you miss them out low, you don't do a discovery, you don't know what's going on in their life, you didn't get them talking, you didn't give them the crying, you didn't do nothing. You just, some things are healed. Just maybe you were there just to heal them by listening. Maybe you didn't make no money. Good for you. Because welcome to the game of overcoming all things. Capitalism, everything goes out the door. It's about rocking people's lives like a rock star every day. That's high energy. You're at your best of the best, serving people. Well, how can I help that person in the spirit of service if you got to work? Then when you put on the spirit of service, because you understood and took time to listen to them, and they would tell you what they like and what they want. And if you don't like something, then learn something from what you don't like. Contrast. Pull it out. You see what I'm saying? And say, well, I don't like that. The reason why you don't like it is because that way you keep your path going this way. See, so welcome all things that you don't like, but learn to like all things, for they teacheth all things, and you'll get better and better and better and better and better. So basically, you did your discovery. Now you're in the mode of your product or your situation. Let's not say product. Let's say love. So now, how you gonna give them some love? First of all, if it's free, bam, you hit the lick. See, love and kindness. It's a principle. Kindness, and it brings joy and trust. Door number one. Then why would they want to mess with you today? Rock with you any more time? Because the law of scarcity. You're giving them something that's very hard when someone can take a genuine interest in another person's life. And number two, that binds the final door on trust And why you? Because there's no one like you. It's law of scarcity. You understand you're excellent in your socials. You understand that when I communicate with people, you know, me personally, I had a lot of people from Texas, the oil kings. We just rock. You can never sell anybody anything. You tell me, if I don't want it, I don't buy it. If I like you, I might support your business. Yeah, the bottom line is there is no secret to sales other than being kind, or be like Carnegie said, crabs crawling out of a barrel. We are in service. If you put the spirit of service, the greatest is the servant. It's the divine principle. Why don't you tap that one? Count out the dollars, man. Die to the wood and put humans first. And all these things will be added to your life, whatever you need. Peep game. So to get in people's lives, to be able to go longevity, to reset, to be able to reset unconditional again and again and again, and to be faithful, to be present for someone without being there, to let them know they can call you, that's a very powerful tool. To go long term and be like that tree, so in the end you flourished into the forest and you didn't charge the bird the rent. Jeremiah 23 and Hoods. This is a marathon. This is why we run. God bless.